Okay. Welcome, Cancer, to your live reading. Hope you guys are doing great. This is Gold Wildfire. Let's get in here and see what's going on with you. Shuffle a couple of these decks over here while we're waiting for people to come in. This is new love coming towards you. Another deck. Okay. Let's get started and see what's going on. This is for the mid-month. See what's coming on for you. Remember, time is fluid. You could be dealing with this person already, or they're coming in. Who's coming towards Cancer? Could be a Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo coming towards you. Right now, they're not really... This is new love. They're not sure if they really want a 100% commitment. They want a relationship, but they're not sure exactly how much commitment they want to give just yet. They're in a procrastination mode. She could feel like this person is kind of holding back. They're going through some kind of healing. They're finding the peace within themselves. They had some kind of personal setback going on. So you might feel like they're not giving 100 right now, Cancer. Yeah, they're trying to find this peace. But it's kind of crazy because they want to come towards you. I feel like they're confused. They're confused of what they really want. But they're definitely being very quiet. This is kind of like a secret first. I think they want you more than they even realize. Yeah, they're up in arms on how they're going to come towards you. So I just feel like sometimes they come at you kind of quickly, but then they pull back. Definitely could be dealing with a Cancer, another Cancer, a Capricorn, a Virgo, a Taurus, a Scorpio, or a Libra. Getting a lot of earth off this, though. Yeah, they're really restless, though, but they're not sure which direction they want to go to just yet. You know, it's kind of crazy. They're kind of beating themselves up for not really choosing a direction. They know what they're doing. They're scared. They're scared to have an overall relationship. So they're not sure how committed they really want to be. But they do love you. That's crazy. They do have feelings for you. But they have this lack of discipline going on over here, Cancer. They don't know exactly what to do. It's kind of like, I love Cancer, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do about the situation. Starry-eyed about you. You do make them smile, but there is some kind of like a secret that they're holding on to. They need to rejuvenate. They have a lot of healing that they need to do before they can actually commit themselves. So they're going to be very slow and steady about the situation. It does feel like they will be a little more productive as time goes on, but it feels like they are going to hold back though too. So it's like, I'm coming at you, but I'm going to not give everything. So they don't want to give everything. It feels like they rushed into something once before. It was a total disaster. Just total disaster. They're actually hoping that you reach out more than they reach out. They want you to reach out more than they do. They're hoping that you'll actually step up and take the initiative to get this really moving. Yeah. They want you to step up. Yeah. Yeah, there's a little bit of control over here. They're really scared of anything that's going to hold them back. They got out of a really bad karmic relationship for something very toxic, guys. Something horribly toxic. Something that made them feel like they were punished within this relationship. Hello, Madge. So let's see. Finding that financial independence. You know, they have the financial independence, so they don't have any problems with working. They definitely do, you know, have their money together. They're fine there. It looks like they're just working more on money at this time, but they do want to come in with this cup of love. The only difference that they have here is that they don't want to be stuck in a toxic relationship full of dishonesty, so they're very scared. But yet they want to give you all the attention. They know that deep down inside, Cancer, that they're the one, you're their love, and that you're reliable, but they can't get past this. They can't get past this feeling from this past relationship. Could have been a very controlling relationship as well. I feel like they felt like their freedoms were lost as well with the Devil over here, like somebody was holding them back. Somebody was not letting them, move the way they wanted to move. There was a lot of jealousy involved in this situation as well. They felt like they couldn't move, okay? They felt like they couldn't move. They couldn't talk to nobody about anything without there being some kind of jealousy. You know, if you're stuck in a relationship like that, it would be hard to move on. Even though you want love, it would be hard to find that faith within even yourself, that somebody could treat you right. But it looks like they're going to bite. They're going to, bite down on the. Yeah, they're going to bite the hook. It almost feels like you're fishing and they're going to bite your hook, and you're going to reel them in. You're going to get them. It's just that they're going to have the courage to even bite the hook, right? Yeah, it's going to take a lot of inner strength for them. Guys, could be dealing with a Leo, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Libra. There's a lot of Capricorn here. But definitely feeling very overwhelmed by the choices. Some confusion. You know, it's kind of funny because they fantasize about you, but they put themselves in a lot of confusion, too much confusion for no reason whatsoever. But then again, when you have that kind of pain and hurt, I mean, I guess you could say there is a lot. They're punishing themselves. I mean, that's it. They're actually punishing themselves. They're putting themselves into a place of their own destructive behavior by holding on so tight to the past relationship that they're not allowing you to give the room that you need to even fish, right? You're like, come on, I'm putting the best cheese on here for you. Bite this hook already, but they're not. It's funny. It's like they are, but they're not. But they're putting you first. Do you feel like you're being put first? Yeah, they're putting you first. They want to put you first on their list. But they got to get out of their hidey hole. This is a very confusing reading for you guys, because in one side, it's like they're coming at you, but then they're holding back so tight that it almost feels like, Cancer, you don't know if this person's coming or going within this situation. And that's because they have the lack of awareness of even knowing where the hell they're going. So it's almost like, yeah, I'm going to take your bait, but then I'm going to release it, but then I'm going to throw you bait back. So you could feel like like you don't know where this is going either. Okay. Oh, excuse me, guys. I got some cards on the floor. Yeah. And it's crazy because they do see you as the Nine of Pentacles. So they do see you as this luxurious person that they want to be with. They just have to come to the conclusion of where their security is. They need to get back to their security. I think a lot of you are dealing with an earth sign. But they really have to come back to this place of security and who they are. Oh, yeah, they were put in some kind of third-party situation. It made them feel like they were in some kind of competition. And they can't get past that. That really hurt a lot. I also feel like you guys may even have competition over here. I feel like there's another person that's coming through as well. You could have a Scorpio that's also trying to get your attention as well, or will be. So you might even feel like, uh-oh, there's going to be a little bit of competition, because it looks like you guys have another person coming in who's going to try to feed you the bait too. You guys have 2 loves coming in. An earth sign. I'm going to almost guarantee for the majority of you have an earth sign coming in and a water sign. Another water sign. Earth signs holding, you know, is they're kind of messing it up for themselves. And it's going to give this room for this water sign to maybe take over. You guys have 2 people. Says hello. Hello, Pokey. Nice to see you again as well. I hope you're doing wonderful. So, yeah, it looks like you're going to have some competition. They're not going to like that, though. But look, they keep messing around. But it looks like they're good. Like they had you at the start, at go. There was a green light, but if they keep messing around, they're going to be not in a third-party situation like they were before, but definitely in some kind of competition, because now you could possibly be giving this, we're going to call it Scorpio, it doesn't have to be, but you're going to be giving Scorpio all the attention. Why? Because Scorpio is they've got their shit together. They know what they're doing. They're not playing Heidi, you know, I'm going to come and go and be all, you know, all over the place. No, they know where they're going. They're coming in as a knight in shining armor, and they're going to follow their heart. They're going to say, Cancer, take my cup of love. No, they don't know that, you know, that the earth sign exists. Nobody knows nothing. It's just about where you're going to follow your heart. Now you're going to have your heart in 2 places. Or you're going to be confused. Who do I go for? Do I go for, you know, the Page of Pentacles, or do I go for the Knight of Cups? Ooh, decisions. Oh, that's very good. I'm so glad. I'm glad you're doing good. Getting strong. Nice, nice. I love that. So, yeah, now you're going to have competition, because now you have 2 people who want your attention. But this one's giving more attention. And I think this one's going to end up getting your attention way more, because they're not indecisive. But you're going to have to follow your intuition of which one you think is going to be the better mate for you, right? The better love for you. Wow. So let's look at this Knight of Cups, since you have 2 people coming in. Show me this Knight of Cups. They're on a fool's journey. They're just like fearless. Look, they're fearless. They're coming in. Completely fearless. They're like, I don't care. I see excuse me. Yeah, you're dealing with Capricorn. I see Cancer over here, and this is what I'm looking at. Yeah, I think this other person over here, for the majority of you, though, the indecisive one for the majority of you is a Capricorn. Yeah, you're going, Capricorn is overwhelmed. Mind you guys, it doesn't have to be the Capricorn. I'm just trying to keep everybody, got a lot of people over here. So we're calling this indecisive guy Capricorn. We're calling this hottie patati over here who knows what he's doing. We're calling him Scorpio. So yeah, no, Scorpio's got their shit together. He's like, I look deep down in my cup. I know what I want, and I want Cancer. There you are. They're looking right at you. And he's going over here going, woe is me. I don't know what to do. I'm scared. I have lack of motivation to actually move because I'm scared of the future. I feel bad for him, though. Because that's a lot of energy to have to take on, knowing that you've been in such a bad relationship. And some of you might even been there. right? That you've been in this really horrible relationship and you're like scared to open up because you don't want to be vulnerable to anybody because you don't want anybody to take advantage of you. That's the Page of Pentacles. Because he's in reverse and he says, I'm scared. But I think you're a doll. Man or woman, it doesn't matter. I see you as the Nine of Pentacles. So it's going to be up to you whether you want to go after he who knows or he who struggles. It depends. Some people will say, hey, I'm going to take the one that struggles because it feels more real. That is a huge situation. And that's what we're going to look at right now, is who is really real, though. Yeah. Let's look at that. Who's real, though? Because sometimes even though he knows what he wants, how good is he really? Sometimes he who is hurt could be the better source. So let's look deep. Let's look at that. Because I think that's a big one. So let's look over here and see who's actually the better one for you. Do we deal with he who needs to heal, or do we deal with he who may be just arrogant? He needs self-development, obviously, but is feeling not so passionate. He's hurting, but show me who he really is inside. Give me a card. Hold on, guys. Let's look deep here. It makes you wonder sometimes. Just because he seems like the weaker link because he's hurt doesn't mean that he's the bad guy. Actually, he could be the best one for you. Kindness and gentle nursing, comforting. If you could just get him out of that place and just teach him how to love, and get him to where he needs to be. Knight of Cups. Coming in as a Prince Charming. Let's see how charming he really is. You know, that's fucking crazy. Only for the fact that it says that sometimes the Knight of Cups likes to keep secrets. It literally says that. You can't make that up. He keeps secrets. He needs to let go of the past, and he needs to reconcile with his own dark sides. While this person over here is worried, concerned, and is already trying to deal with the dark side. So oh my gosh, this is crazy. Yeah, it doesn't actually surprise me though. So he's a little more arrogant, and that's just because he won't resolve his own issues. He just runs from his problems. Okay, but he's got a lot of secrets and a lot of skeletons in his closet that he has not dealt with. And he is over here loving, kind, and gentle, but yet he keeps all of his secrets he keeps all his worries on his sleeve at this time until he can actually heal, because he's trying to heal. And we see that with the Four of Swords, that he was trying to heal. So he's actually kind of moving quicker than he can heal. So he or she, that is, can heal. Right, so they're literally in a healing process as they're trying to get new love off the ground. And this one won't deal with their past. They're just like, psh, put it in a box, lock it up. But, you know, those secrets and all those skeletons in the closet could come back to bite him in his butt later. Interesting. So, okay. I mean, that's something that you need to deal with, right? I mean, you can think about that. So over here, the Capricorn over here says, I love you. I just wish that I could get to where I need to be. I'm trying to woo you and seek you and chase you as much as I can. He doesn't want to look like a fool. And he is chasing and doing all the things that he wishes he could do 100. But he may not even last long. He may come and go, because then it says farewell. So it says, I'm coming to give you my heart and my soul over here, but then it might not last. Because if I feel like I'm not getting what I want out of the situation, then I might just leave. That's some destructive. So he can be destructive. So it's saying that the Knight of Cups over here can be destructive. Because he won't face his heart. Resisting to face his own heart. Resisting to face his skeletons in the closet. So in some ways, he kind of changes his heart where his heart wants to go, and yet he has a little bit of manipulation. I feel like a lot of the manipulation is even towards himself more than anybody else. So pretty much what it's saying is that your Knight of Cups who's over here, who's trying to get your attention, will only give you attention when they feel like you're giving the attention back. They feel that there's any kind of divergence or anything going on around them. Boy, are they freaking out. They don't last long. And this one over here just really wants your attention, and they get hurt all the time. And this one's one that might hurt you. Oh my goodness. He doesn't want to hurt you because he doesn't want to be hurt. He doesn't care. Because he just throws everything into a box and says, I'll feel it later. I'll feel it when I'm dead. Okay. You'll feel it sooner or later here, buddy. Because it doesn't last forever. And you just wait. And you know, it's crazy. You know when he's really going to feel it is when it happens to him. That's what's, I mean, really happens to him. This is the craziest thing because you have to overcome the obstacles. So Spirit says there's a barrier on both sides over here of the two people who are coming towards you, Cancer. It depends on if you're just ready to play or if you're really looking for something really good. You know, because this one feels more like it's time to play, and this one's over here trying his hardest to make a commitment as much as possible, but is fearing it because they can't overcome their fears. This is the craziest thing, guys, the craziest. Kept dealing with sad. He's running from my love. Got it. I see you, Felicia. Thank you. I'm thinking about a boy, and I'm in trouble. Can't seem to let him go. Yep. And that's how I feel over here, Kush, about this, because I feel like this is him because he's coming in, but he's never coming hot. He's just coming in to say, I like you, but then pulls back. But he's hoping, right? Or she's hoping that they get your attention enough so that he can flip himself up. Because no matter what, guys, this person's been manifesting love. They have to heal. And then this one, I'm sorry, I feel it's a player, and it's not even a player card. It's just because he's not really letting us know he's a player. He's coming in as the knight in shining armor, but yet he's like, I can go cold really fast. So it's like a player, but not really a player. Oh, it's like I play with your heartstrings. Whenever I feel like I don't want anymore, I just ghost you. I'm gone. Came over last night, so don't reach out. Yeah, it's really weird. So you've got two different loves on the horizon here, and this, you know, I'm sorry, guys, but you know, the Cap over here who's scared. I mean, they're the ones that really want to confess the love. This one over here, I'm just afraid that he's just playing because I'm resisting your own heart, even though you're saying I'm offering you my heart. Wait. Come on, guys, is that player energy or not? Right? Because it's playing with your heartstrings. That's saying, I love you today, and I'll love you until I don't love you anymore, until I have a change of heart. Then I'm gone. Whoops, then I'm gone. And I'm not going to reconcile with you, and I'm not going to reconcile even my own feelings about this situation. It's almost like to the point where it's like, once they know that they're done, and there's nothing there. It's over. I don't fucking care is really what they're telling you. And that's wrong. So my opinion would be because he's actually trying. Or none of the above, right? You guys do whatever you want to do. But I'm just saying, unless you want just a one night type of stand or something that's going to last a month or whatever, then yeah, that'd be great. I mean, he'll be awesome. Depends on the person. That's your Sag? Yeah. It could be a Sag. I mean, literally, lucky go lucky, let's go journey, let's go play, and then adventure's over. You're absolutely right, TJ. It literally could be. That Knight in Shining Cup could be a Sag. Absolutely. It's got Sag written all over it for sure. But this one over here, I mean, this one definitely some kind of Virgo, Capricorn, maybe even another water sign, because it's really showing the emotions on how we have emotional damage. So it could even be a Pisces. And the energy I'm getting out of most of it is a Capricorn, but I mean, could have a lot of water in the chart and the emotional, no matter what it is, there's a lot of emotional damage here. Somebody really hurt that person a lot. Could even be an Aquarius. So, and then full of crap. Yeah, that's it right there, TJ. Full of crap. Well, you see it though. I mean, because he literally said, "Then I say farewell." I mean, I don't know. In this reading, guys, if I personally, I'd rather go with the one that has the worry. Because, I mean, at least they're showing you trueness. They're showing you who they really are. And they're trying to woo you from a distance. And I mean, truly woo you. Because they have the kindness and the loving heart. They're literally showing you everything. I'd rather have somebody who's a little more emotionally damaged than somebody who's just going to totally tear my heart out. Right? I mean, literally, it says they're poisonous. That's a snake. Wow. Woohoo. Guys. Okay. You guys got any yes or no questions you need answered? I'm right here. If you guys need them, if you need anything bigger than yes or no, then I do take the super chat is available and open. And anything bigger than that, I do have personal readings that you can find under every video on my channel. Guys, you guys are amazing. You guys are awesome. Thank you for your messages. If you guys like this video, hit that big old like button. And if you want to, make sure that you subscribe so that way you don't miss when I go live and don't miss a video. That way you can get them real quick. Will he contact me or miss me? Let's see. Let's get in here. Beautiful. Cancers over here. Kusha, gotcha. Let's see. Will he come to me, miss me? Yes or no? Actually, it says yes. He actually thinks you're a doll. Look at that. You can't deny that. Look at. He feels that you are so gorgeous. I can't wait to see you again. Riding in on his high horse. He wants to give you. He wants to give you that love. Ooh. Okay. Wait for that. And remember, guys, we have Venus that's going back direct. Yes. Me being a Taurus, I just love that. But it's good for every sign. So as Venus is going direct, she wants to come out and give us all the rewards, all the love, the prosperity, the abundance, all the wealth. You know it. She wants it. She says, let's do it. And then, of course, Uranus is going to go into Taurus. Yeah. Hot and heavy, right? What a relationship. Uranus with Taurus. Seems a little hot and heavy in the sky. I like it. It's like, hey, what you doing, Venus? We as people of this earth say, yes, please let Uranus and Venus be together. And then after that, Uranus will move into Gemini and sit there for a while. We'll see how that's see how that relationship works. Okay. You guys are awesome. Any more yes or no questions from the beautiful Cancers? I'll give you guys just a few seconds before I shut this down. I'm going to go straight to Virgo. So if you're dealing with a Virgo, you can meet me in a few minutes over there. See what Virgo's doing. You never know what Virgo's doing. Thank you. You're awesome as well. Remember that. You guys are all amazing. And I love each and every one of you guys. And I will see you next time. Till next time, guys. Peace and love. Bye-bye.